All right, Oscar of Hammerfall, welcome back to the United States after what 7 years? We were just discussing that. How has been the response from the American fans after these 7 years?
It's been absolutely mind blowing. I like it took 7 years because that tour was not as big of a success as we would have hoped. It wasn't totally bad, but it was we hoped for much more than that. And then this time we figured maybe this would be the last time.
Okay.
If it works, it works. If it doesn't, then we know it doesn't work, basically.
Right.
And but this setup with this tour has been so good because Delane pulls different people than we do, it seems as if their fans are really interested in getting to know what bands Delane are touring with.
Okay.
And Hammerfall fans generally have an open mind about Delane too. So, Delane is a heavy metal band. It doesn't sound all that different from what we do. So, I think that was the idea from the beginning, that people would have a chance to get into both bands, regardless of what you knew about them before. And that has worked to perfection. It's been the best US tour that we've ever done in terms of success. With people coming to the shows and everything. It's been way better than anybody expected, I think.
Well, last time we talked on 70,000 tons, and one of the things that I was talking with Joaquin was the fact that you guys didn't came here or were able to come to the States because either the warranties or the promoters, the value of the market, it was a little rough. Do you think that probably is a different way of approaching the business right now, or it's just a different form that is more beneficial for bands?
I think it might be a little bit of both, actually. People. There is a resurgence for this. It has been going on for a while, but it's just so slow because it's such a big country, and you guys don't really like the melodic heavy metal.
True.
And you prefer, and I say you, I mean US as a whole.
Right.
You prefer the screaming stuff, which is fine, But there is, like I said, it's been such a good turnout in all the shows that we. I think that there's something brewing, and I think that is also maybe part of it is what you said. The promoters learn how to promote it right. They learn how to minimize costs, so everybody makes money in the end, which is obviously why they do it. I mean, they have to make money, otherwise they're going to go out of business. I guess we have to make some money too, because otherwise we won't be able to, come back or feed our families and stuff. So it's kind of important as well. But what really is good is that everybody seems to be in the black on this tour. Nobody's in the red, and that was not the case last time. So it's really, really good, I think. And plus, I gotta say, these shows that we've done, from maybe in the beginning, there's a lot of Delane fans who never heard of Hammerfall before this tour, but they checked it out.
Right.
So you can see they're standing, bobbing their heads, and after a while, you get them into the show. You do a pretty. This is what I like about heavy metal, is to give and take from the audience and the band, and I like interaction very much. We try to get people going as much as possible. So that towards the end of the show, I have to say it's about 99% of everybody in there is hands high, shouting, and screaming, and dancing, or whatever they want to do, and so that feels like just one giant heavy metal party. And I said before this tour that that's what we were aiming for, and that has been the case every night. So thank you guys for coming and doing this. You really, really means a lot to us.
Now, what is the part that you like the most about touring America? Because after 7 years, how long have you been vacation? I think last time that we talked, you said that your brother lived here.
Yes, he lives in Arizona.
He lives in Arizona.
Phoenix,
exactly. So, what is the part that you enjoy the most at the time to come to the States? Besides, a family reunion, of course.
Bud Light. Simple as that. Sorry.
Simple as that. Okay.
No, the thing is, this is my favorite beer, and I can't get it in Sweden, so I try to do as much as I can when I'm over here.
Okay.
It's you can get Coors Light if you order it, but Swedish alcohol laws are really strange. We have to go to a special government-owned operated store that is only open weekdays between 10 and 6 and some Saturdays. Sometimes it's open till 7 on Thursdays too, but you got to plan your drinking basically.
Okay, that's interesting to know.
Yeah, that's what it's always been. And there's a high tax on alcohol too, so it's much more expensive over there. It's nothing like Norway. Norway is fucking ridiculous. But it's much more expensive in Sweden than in the US. But of course, that's my favorite thing about touring here. I mean, that makes touring a lot easier. Let me tell you that. But no, but I like being in the US. I don't know if I would want to live here because I miss Sweden too much. But I like being here. It's people speak a language you understand. The television shows. I mean, there are so many TV shows that I've watched or movies that are from America. So you feel you have a connection with the country, even though you're not there all the time. But I got to say again, going back to the shows, it's when we toured, there's always been a part of the audience that was totally crazy and going wild when we were playing, but. Now I feel it's everybody, and that's something I noticed in Europe as well in the past 2 tours that we've done for Revolution and Built to Last. I noticed that there are nobody. Everybody who's there, who comes to the show, are there to enjoy the show and get into it. There are very few people who stand with their arms crossed in the back. Very few of that. I can't recall that many at all on this tour, and the same in Europe now. So. That's what I said before. It feels like people are catching on a little bit. It's not for everybody, but those who know, the initiated little clique, for them it's paradise. So that is probably my absolute favorite part of touring over here. That the fans get it now. They get it and they want to be in on the joke, so to speak.
Now, talking about Built to Last, how the people have reacted to the new material, whether on record or whether live?
That's another thing with the audience over here that I was worried about because in Europe, we have our diehard fans. They will always come to the shows, and we play for much more people in Europe too. But because we haven't been here for so long, we didn't know what to expect. And I was a bit worried. We play. Built to Last, for example, live every night. And I was a little worried, I gotta say, about the reception to a new song that people might not have heard.
Right.
But as it turned out, everybody who checked Hammerfall out for the first time, they bought the tickets for delaying their favorite band, and this other band, Hammerfall, is also playing. I better check them out. Everybody checked out the latest album. So I think most people actually do know the latest music, which is not always the case, and that's why I love to see the heads in Built to Last, and singing along and stuff, and so the songs blend in really well with the other songs in the set list. To get a really good reception, which was a bit of a surprise.
Now, Johan Kohlenberg, ex-Therion, is the newish member of Hammerfall. How has been the experience of working with him, and how he, ended up on Hammerfall?
He's a good friend of Pontus. They live in Stockholm, both of them. Pontus knows almost every musician that there is in Stockholm, and there's a lot of them, but he knows everybody.
I think I saw him at the Mayhem Fest a couple years back. I don't think it was him, but I have the feeling that it was him.
For King Diamond. He does. When he's not on tour with Hammerfall, he does sound for King Diamond.
That's fair enough, because I remember seeing him by the concert. I was like, is that Pontus from Hammerfall? I'm not sure.
He's really good at that. Right?
He's
a very, very good front engineer.
Now, Glory of the Brave, it's been 20 years since the release, and I was watching a couple of videos that you guys did for the release. The reissue of Nuclear Blast is putting together right now. Any special shows to commemorate the 20-year anniversary? Many bands are doing the 20 years. Amorphins, Moonspell.
We did one 3 years ago at Wacken Open Air, which was their 30th, maybe, I don't know, anniversary, and some kind of anniversary anyway, maybe 25th, or probably 30th. And because it was their anniversary, Wacken was very special to us because that was the first show that we ever did outside of Sweden. And also the first time we realized that, damn, people really like this stuff really well, because people were just going fucking crazy during that show, and it blew us away. We weren't ready for that, you know. So we wanted to do when we were going to play there, and when they had their anniversary, we figured we'd do something special. So we played more or less exactly the same set. I think I don't know the order because I don't remember the order from the first time, but we played all the songs from The Glory of the Brave and a couple more, newer ones at the end. And we already done that a little bit. We did a big 15-year anniversary thing at Dalhalla in Sweden that would turn out to be the Gates of Dalhalla, the DVD. So I don't think we have any plans to do not much. We're doing Bang Your Head this year in Germany, and that is billed as a Glory to the Brave special show. We are going to do something special, but of course, but not like we did at Rock. We're not going to play the whole album again. We're going to do something more unique, I think.
Now, I get to see you guys this year, not just here but also in Spain at Leyendas del Rock. What are your expectations for that festival?
We played there 3 years ago, as far as I remember. Spanish fans are fun. They are so wild and so crazy all the time, and we did not come to Spain on the tour, but we made sure that we will do two festivals in Spain this summer, in Barcelona and Leyendas.
Is it the Rock Barca or the Resurrection?
It's called Rockfest Barcelona, something like that. Anyway, so because we didn't want to miss out on the Spanish fans this time, even if we didn't go there on the actual tour. So I have great expectations, as always. People to play for people in Spain is a fantastic experience. Now,
closing up, what is next for Hammerfall after this tour?
More touring. No, the festival season starts in Europe in. I think 2 weeks after we come back, we got the first festival, and that's what we're going to be doing the whole summer, more or less. I'm not sure when exactly. The last festival is probably the end of August. Then we have a break for a couple of months, and at the end of the year we are looking at Sweden. We're going to do in November a couple of shows. More scaled down club tribute shows, because that's what we feel like we should do this at this point. But that's also going to be fun. We're going to go to places we haven't been before, and places we haven't been before, but it was a long time ago. And after that we're looking at more South America, I think. It's not 100% yet, but that's the plan anyway.
Well, after we wait for Hammerfall for 7 years, and in your perspective, after this tour, even that is almost kind of a week and a half left of the tour, what are the probably, I will say, the chances for the United States to have Hammerfall again?
Oh, very high. Like I said at the beginning of the tour, this was sort of a do or die kind of moment for us, and it was definitely do, no die. We're looking at getting back here next year already. Until everything's done and all that, I shouldn't say anything for sure, but that's what we wanted to do. I mean, we always said if this is a success, if this goes well, we will go back soon, not just in another couple of years, but sooner rather than later. So,
well, that's great news.
Knock on wood. Hope it happens.
Well, that's definitely a reassurance for many fans that have been waiting for Hammerfall for the last 7 years. Well, Oskar, thank you so much for taking the time. Thank you for giving us all this information about how the reception and how the tour in the United States have been affecting Hammerfall's morale, for what I understand. And definitely looking forward for the show tonight. Like I said before, I saw you guys at 70,000 tons, but I haven't seen anything from Build the last live, so that's interesting to see.
Yeah, it will be fun, especially Hammer High. People go fucking crazy for that. They know the lyrics too, which is I didn't expect. I was really surprised, but everybody seems to know those damn lyrics.
Well, yeah, it is.
Job, guys.
It is a great song. It's a great album, really solid album. So it's there. Thank you so much. Congratulations on a great album, and definitely looking forward to see you guys tonight.
Yeah, thank you very much.